Jeremiah 25. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is short for YahWeh, YahWeh, Yod-He Vav-He, Yod-He Vod-He. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. Yah is an extremely jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old, while Yehoshua, the son of Elohim, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. Yehoshua, when directly translated from Hebrew to English, is Joshua. Jeremiah 25. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Yehuda in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, son of Yoshia, the sovereign of Yehuda, which was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, sovereign of Babel. NEB with a line underneath of it, UK with a line underneath of it, AD with a line underneath of it, RETSTSAR, sovereign of Babel, which Jeremiah the prophet spoke to all the people of Yehuda and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, from the 13th year of Yoshia, son of Ammon, sovereign of Yehuda, even to this day, this is the 23rd year in which Yah of hosts has come to me, and I have spoken to you, rising early and speaking, but you have not listened. Moreover, YahWeh has sent to you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them, but you have not listened, nor inclined your ear to hear, saying, turn back now everyone from his evil way and from the evil of your deeds, and dwell on the soil which YahWeh has given to you and your fathers forever and ever. Sounds exactly like nowadays. And do not go after other mighty ones to serve them and to bow down to them, and do not provoke me with the works of your hands, so that I do you no evil. But you did not listen to me, declares YahWeh, so as to provoke me with the works of your hands for your own evil. Therefore thus said YahWeh of hosts, because you did not obey my words, see, I am sending and taking all the tribes of the north, declares YahWeh, and Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, my servant, and shall bring them against this land and against its inhabitants and against these nations all around, and shall put them under the ban and make them an astonishment and a hissing and everlasting ruins. And I shall banish from them the voice of rejoicing and the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the lamp. And all this land shall be a ruin and a waste, and these nations shall serve the sovereign of Babel 70 years. And it shall be, when 70 years are completed, that I shall punish the sovereign of Babel and that nation, the land of the Kasdim, for their crookedness, declares YahWeh, and shall make it everlasting ruins. And I shall bring on that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, all that is written in this book which Jeremiah has prophesied concerning all the nations, for they too shall be enslaved by many nations and great sovereigns, and I shall repay them according to their deeds and according to the works of their hands. For thus said YahWeh, Elohim of Israel, to me, take this wine cup of wrath from my hand, and make all the nations to whom I send you drink it, and they shall drink and shake and go mad because of the sword that I am sending among them. I then took the cup from the hand of YahWeh and made all the nations drink to whom YahWeh had sent me, namely Jerusalem and the cities of Yehuda and its sovereigns, its heads, to make them a ruin, an object of astonishment, a hissing and a curse, as it is this day. As it is this day, Pharaoh sovereign of Mitzrayim, and his servants and his heads, and all his people, and all the mixed multitude, and all the sovereigns of the land of Uts, and all the sovereigns of the land of the Philistines, even Ashkelon, Ashkelon, and Ahaz, Azz, and Ekron, Eqron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Ashdod with a line underneath of it, Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the sovereigns of Sor, Tsor, and all the sovereigns of Sidon, Tsid with a line underneath of it, On, and the sovereigns of the coastlands which are beyond the sea, Dedan, Ded with a line underneath of it, An, and Tema, Te with a half a check mark, Ma, and Buz, Buz, and all who are in the farthest corners, and all the sovereigns of Arabia, and all the sovereigns of the mixed multitude who dwell in the wilderness, and all the sovereigns of Zimri, Zimri, and all the sovereigns of Elam, E with a half a check mark, E with a half a check mark, YLAM, and all the sovereigns of the Medes, Medes, and all the sovereigns of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the reigns of the earth which was on the face of the ground, also the sovereign of Sheshach, SHE with a half a check mark, SHAK with a line underneath of it, shall drink after them. And you shall say to them, Thus said YahWeh of hosts, the Elohim of Israel, drink, be drunk, and vomit. Fall and rise no more because of the sword which I am sending among you. And it shall be, when they refuse to take the cup from your hand to drink, then you shall say to them, Thus said YahWeh of hosts, you shall drink. For look, I am beginning to bring evil upon the city which is called by my name, and should you be entirely unpunished? Are you not going unpunished? For I am calling for a sword on all the inhabitants of the earth, declares YahWeh of hosts. And you shall prophesy against them all these words, and say to them, YahWeh roars from on high and utters his voice from his set-apart dwelling place. He roars mightily over his fold, a shout as those who tread on grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. Tumult, 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 shall come to the ends of the earth, for YahWeh has a controversy with the nations. He shall enter into judgment with all flesh. The wrong he shall give to the sword, declares YahWeh. Thus said YahWeh of hosts, see, evil is going forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind is rising up from the farthest parts of the earth. And in that day the slain of YahWeh shall be from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented or gathered or buried, for they are dung on the face of the earth. Howl, you shepherds, and cry, and roll yourselves in the ashes, you leaders of the rock, for the days of your slaughter and your scatterings are completed, and you shall fall like a choice vessel, and a place of refuge shall perish from the shepherds, and escape from the leaders of the flock. Hear the cry of the shepherds and a wailing of the leaders of the flock, for Yahweh is ravaging their pasture, and the pastures of peace shall be cut down because of the burning displeasure of Yahweh. Like a lion, he shall leave his hiding place, for their land shall become a waste because of the sword of oppressors and because of his burning displeasure.